We're talking about two marvelous old Anglican hymn tunes today. Both of them more than 400 years old, chosen by Father Moore. The first one, the melody is of an unknown source. It's almost like a folk melody. It's so old. And this hymn was used in Benjamin Britten's one-act opera called Noah's Flood, which was based on a 15th century Chester mystery play or miracle play. These were plays that were held outside churches on the steps or in the square on church festivals. And they would cover all different historical stories from the Bible. This one, Noah's Flood. They were put on by amateurs, by tradespeople, by the trade guilds, what you might even say unions today. And this hymn was one of four included in Noah's Flood by Benjamin Britten and rose quickly in popularity in the second half of the last century. It has appeared in various hymnals throughout the ages, started in England, and finally found its way to our hymn book. It has four short phrases, and the hymn is rather unusual for this era because it's got lots of repeated notes in it. Let me play this, just the melody. In the third phrase, somebody added a dotted rhythm, so it sounds like this, giving a different feeling. Now here's the harmonized version, and who harmonized it? Harmonized, it doesn't say who harmonized it. Okay. It goes from major to minor in a kind of a modal way, giving a very ancient sound. It's a very plaintive tune, and it's perfect for Lent and this text, which is much, much older than the music. The text going back to the 5th century from Synesius of Cyrene. And the words that are in our hymnal to this beautiful tune, Lord Jesus, think on me and purge away my sin. From harmful passions set me free and make me pure within. First one is from a hymn written by Orlando Gibbons, who lived from 1583 to 1625, one of the great composers of England. And this hymn is called Song 1 because it was composed for the first psalm in Gibbons's publication called Hymns and Songs of the Church, published in 1623 in London. And only the melody and bass have survived, written by Gibbons. And this is the bass. This is the melody of the first phrase. And together. And here's that wonderful name again, Ralph Vaughan Williams, who lived from 1872 to 1958, such a wonderful arranger of the old hymns. And he added an alto and bass harmony parts. So now it reads this way. Now we have 4-part harmony. It has 6 fairly long phrases, and it's set in our hymn book to 19th century words by William Harry Turton, a very meditative text about the Eucharist. And the music, although composed 400 years, 350 years earlier, fits the words perfectly. And again, Vaughan Williams, I think, well, this tune has been in our American hymnal, our Episcopal hymnal, since 1892. Well, let me play the whole hymn through. It's a beautiful one. I'm using the harpsichord today because I was talking with Father Moore. The piano had not been invented when this music was composed. So we should really be using the organ or the harpsichord.